Political analysts are watching today's off-year elections to see if the Watergate scandals have had any effect on local politics. In the two major races of the day, for governor in Virginia and New Jersey, voter turnout was reported light to moderate. In California, voters are considering a constitutional amendment under the heading of Proposition 1 that would put a fixed limit on state income taxes. The outcome of the vote may also be a gauge of Governor Ronald-Reagan's political future. In advance of today's balloting, Ann Kestner filed this report.
Proposition 1 is the brainchild of Republican Governor Ronald Reagan and his advisors. Through a $1 million campaign, Reagan has been carrying the proposition throughout California by recorded phone messages.
As a taxpayer, we vote, and on November 6th, you will have a chance to vote for lower taxes by voting yes on Proposition 1.
And by a flurry of personal appearances. The governor travels to Proposition 1 speeches in a deluxe executive jet, paid for in part by taxpayer money, critics claim. Spokesmen for the governor deny the charges. If the voters approve it on Election Day, Proposition 1 could give impetus to the governor's presidential hopes.
If the vote is no on November 6th, I think it will be taken as a spending mandate by politicians all over this land. They'll say the people don't really care about taxes. See, they had their chance. They voted no. They want more government spending. A yes vote will serve notice that the people do care. And even those tax eaters in those puzzle palaces on the Potomac will have to take heed.
Opposition to Proposition 1 is being led by Democrat Robert Moretti, Speaker of the State Assembly. Like Reagan, Moretti has been carrying the Proposition 1 story from one end of California to the other. Moretti says the measure is a sure way to fiscal disaster, and he also sees in it a grand design on the part of Reagan.
I think that the governor sees this as the horse that will ride him into the White House in the 1976 elections. If this passes now, think of the scenario for a minute, all right? If this passes now, he's finished after next year. He's not going to be in a position of facing the problems because the last budget that he has to deal with terminates on June 30th. By the time the walls come crashing down around whoever the next governor of this state is, he'll be campaigning in Mississippi someplace, saying, I don't understand the problems they're having there. When I was in charge, everything went smoothly.
If Proposition 1 passes, it could immediately do two things. First, suggest the enactment of similar tax-limiting programs in other states, and second, in the eyes of California Governor Reagan, increase his appeal as a Republican presidential hopeful among those who welcome his tax cut message. Ann Kestner, ABC News, San Francisco.